I think we can say it now. If you're a fan of Clue or Tim Curry, we have a special coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a nice
tribute to one of our favorite performers.
Yes.
Welcome back to Child of Light. In the last part, we made our way inside of Magna and to take on some disgusting spiders.
I think the spiders are actually quite adorable. Look at
Maybe
the
one in the back.
He has a little skull on his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got his own tattoo.
The fire spiders are a bit scary looking. Did you just say that spider has a tattoo on his butt?
Yes. Got a tattoo on his butt. The spindly legs and the kind of like long fangs, I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah.
Like in general, those are the kind of spiders where I'm just like, ooh, why the spindly?
See, I would rather have like the long spindly legs than like a massive body.
Oh, okay.
The massive body is what scares me. Those are the spiders that are like, I'm gonna eat a bird. And you're just like, oh god.
Only in Australia. I love it.
Oh.
Australia, where everything can kill you.
I know.
But it has strict gun control laws.
True.
Apples to oranges.
Like, we just watched, Steve Irwin, what was the movie called?
Collision Course.
Collision Course. And it's funny because the American agents in the movie are like, Australia, it's such a nice place. Nothing can hurt you there. And after every time they say it, they pan to like a
snake or a spider
animal in Australia.
Oh my god. By the end of that movie, he had a joey, a tarantula, a snake, and a crocodile. Just cruising in his van.
Just in his van. I love it. I had fun watching that movie. It was really cheesy, but it was really good.
I love his like Deadpoolisms.
I
of
know.
talking to the camera.
He's like,
easy mate, this bloke's off the charts.
I know. He's literally mid-battle with like an American spy, and he like turns to the camera.
Well, the guy pulls a gun on him, and he's like, easy mate, turns to the camera. This bloke has no idea what he's doing.
I know. It's so absurd. He was such a treasure.
And the Baja Men did a cover of Elton John's Crocodile Rock.
God. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was the first time I saw the movie. It was really good.
It's a fun, enjoyable movie. I had a college professor that was like, there's good movies, then there's fun movies. Like Starship Troopers. Is it good? No. But is it fun to watch? Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's the sports. Here's the beer. Enjoy. That's an order.
I really like the background. With like the bright colors and the black spider webs.
Yeah.
If anyone is ever wondering, that is completely my aesthetic.
Spider webs?
Yeah. Spider webs with like the purple and pink. Yeah.
I know that when I made these pages for like each of the game, one of your comments were, I like the aesthetic.
I like the aesthetic.
Like even if it had like a general like synopsis of what the plot's in the game's about. Your first comment was already like, oh, I like the aesthetic. I'm just like, hey, I got the aesthetic right. Go for me.
I would say I have a very distinct aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was a nice side.
Honestly, I don't know my aesthetic. That's the thing. Like, I was in deep thought. I was like, what's my aesthetic?
Nerd.
Okay. I was looking for a design choice, but we can go nerd.
Well, like, yeah, your aesthetic is nerd. Mine is just goth nerd.
Okay.
Mine is a darker version of you. Except for right now. I'm wearing a pink shirt. But
yeah. I got less color than you for a change.
I know. This is probably the least amount of color I've ever worn in my life. Well, wait. I think I said that.
I know in high school I had the most color you've worn in your life.
Yeah, this is the most color I've worn.
So what we have to do here is follow the dark spider webs into like the Spider Queen's generals. And as we take the generals down and unweave the Queen's barrier, we can then face the Queen.
Yes. And she is mean.
And
you hear her rumbling in the background the whole time.
Yeah. She's an aggressive dame. Okay, so I got Robert and Nora are my chosen teams here because I like using Unstoppable on Robert so he can get as many shots because he can hit multiple targets.
See, that's really smart. That's one thing I wish I would have utilized when I was playing it, was using more than just Aurora. because I always only used Aurora and someone else. I never.
The problem is,
her
like,
aside.
I don't have two heavy hitters when I have Nora out, because Nora doesn't really do much good damage.
Yeah.
She's just good with the spells and, like, the unstoppable and stuff like that. So this is really Robert who's carrying all the weight,
Yeah.
and Nora's just backing him up.
I know a few episodes ago I had mentioned, like, the character that I used the most, we didn't meet yet, it was Robert.
Yeah.
So he was definitely, as soon as I met him, it was always him and Aurora, and then if I needed Monsoon, I would pull Finn out. But
Yeah.
other than that, half the time I forgot I could even use Nora.
Yeah, well, I gave Robert some fire-resistant oculi, because he's going to be getting a lot of the hits.
Yeah.
And all of the monsters here are fire-based.
Nice.
Yep, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. And, yeah, believe it or not, we're about halfway through the game.
That's awesome.
We're, like, nearing the halfway point. It's not a long game, and, like, do not see this as, like, the standard length for an RPG.
Right.
Please don't.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware
This is like
that,
a quarter of them.
Yeah, I'm well aware that this is a very short game.
Because it was made from a smaller team that was just like, we want to try this. And it's like,
Yeah.
huh, well, you have this budget. So it's like, well, we're going to have to make a short one with this. All right.
Well, I mean, even at that, like, I mean, I watched you play Trials of Mana, even though I didn't get to play, you know, I watched it. So I know that RPGs are a bit longer, because even that one's a relatively short.
It's relatively short. It does the route of, we're going to do
has-
multiple stories
Right, it has multiple gameplay options.
to work on, to buff up the length. Okay, here we go. These are the generals. They're armored. They got, like, blades on top of their front legs. They suck. They fight in threes. Oh, boy. I'm going to try to attack them from behind. Hopefully this turns out okay.
You can do it!
Behind you. Have at the ugly spiders.
Yeah, these ones aren't as cute either.
No. No, it's the big legs and the big fangs. Alright, let's try raining arrows.
There you go.
Take care of all of them.
So I wonder why, like, I don't know if you know the answer or not, but I wonder why, like, you did raining arrows and only one spider had, like, a lot of damage and the other two was less.
I got a critical. A critical is like, I think it's called RNG. Like, it's a random number generator.
Okay.
To where, like, it's kind of like D&D where you roll and you have like a 1 in 12 chance, or for D&D 20, 1 in 20 chance of like rolling the number you want.
Okay.
So when I hit that number, I get a critical. So let's say that I have like a 20% critical. So when I attack, there's a 20% chance that my attack delivers a critical.
Okay. Well, no, what I meant is, like, see how you hit all three of them?
Yes.
And all three of them had 77 damage.
Yes.
The first time you did it, one of them had, I want to say, like, 100 and...
Yeah, 100 and
something?
some.
And the other two had 77 damage.
Yeah, my
So all three of
RNG
them,
worked in my favor for
it
that
just-
particular
for
target.
that, okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was, like, each one differently, so, like, he was the main hit, and then it's, like, the other arrows just, like...
But I don't have Nora now. I switched to Rubella because I'm starting to take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So now I need a healer. And once again, Rubella's best is at like healing and quick attacks. Like if I just need an interruption, I'm like, well, this isn't going to do much damage, but look it, I got to
Yeah.
interrupt somebody.
She's fast.
She's the fastest. I always rely on Rubella.
Well, you're slowed down right now.
Yeah, I know. Ah, jeez. Well, now I got to heal Rubella. Stop!
Oh, well, Rubella just died.
Well, she lasted long.
Goodbye, bye.
No, these guys are tough. Like, it makes me wonder if I'm under-leveled. Because, like,
yeah.
you have to fight a lot of these guys before you fight the boss.
Right.
And part of me thinks that, like, this is harder than the boss battle. Even though the boss does have some real shitty tricks up her
Yeah,
sleeve.
she does. But you're right. I feel like they like trick you sometimes. Just like in Alice, when the final boss, and I was like, why was that
Yeah.
the easiest one? Granted, I didn't know that
There was a
wasn't-
second
yeah,
form.
that there was a final boss. But I was like, this was easier than I thought.
There's a game that makes a joke of that where you fight the boss and then he takes his form and then you fight that boss, then you fight the ghost of that boss, and then he's like, and now the zombie and the person says, no, this is bullshit. Get back! Die! Die!
Well, because I mean, really, that's frustrating. For me as a not gamer, like not expecting there to be a second form, like understanding like that was easy because the next one is gonna kick your ass. So it's like,
well, for the longest time, like it was developers trying to up the ante for other developers' finales. It's like, I got a final boss. Well, my final boss has 2 forms. Well, my final boss has 3 forms. Then the director of Kingdom Hearts turns his chair around. Well, mine is one giant final boss with 4 smaller forms leading up to the true final form. You madman!
you guys didn't see it because you're not here with us, but he just hardcore turned his chair like he was in the mob.
All I needed was one of your cats.
I know.
To stroke it.
Just grab a
well,
cat.
you see.
I promise I'm not too crazy of a cat lady, but I do have 3 cats. Long silence there.
You used to have 4.
Well, yeah, that's what happens is they die.
Yeah.
I was really sad that when that one died.
So was I. I wanted to meet it.
Yeah.
Meet and greet. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting combo. Nora and Finn. Two. Let's just say they can't take a punch.
Yeah, they get hit pretty hard. They're the softies.
Like, I'm just trying to There we go! Petrifying one. How do you like it?
It's just like, I've been startled.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, why'd the car stop?
I don't know. Why?
It's right.
Oh. Why'd the car stop? It's frightened. Da-da-da! Yeah, if you're a fan of, I think we can say it now. If you're a fan of Clue or Tim Curry, we have a special coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a nice
tribute to one of our favorite performers.
Yes. So, and it's something that we've worked pretty hard on, had a lot of planning.
Yeah, we've been planning since September.
Oh my gosh, I think the idea came even sooner than that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's definitely something that we've had a really good time putting together for everyone, so we hope you like it.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And if you ever have any ideas of like some other fun things we could do, please just pop them in the comments down below. We pretty much read everything from all 2 of our loyal subscribers.
That's right, you guys rock. We love you.
Love you.
But really, share with your friends.
Like and subscribe. Anyways, so, oh yeah.
Careful.
Help!
Help!
We're not doing good. I still got 2 left. And like, Rubella's dead, Robert's dead.
Is Finn dead?
I think I swapped out
Aurora's
Finn.
almost dead.
Yeah.
Nora's almost dead.
Hang on. I'm gonna do revive. Since it's my turn. Robert's back, baby.
Come on, come on, come on.
Robert of Redwall, coming to avenge his dear Margaret.
His, like, little rat relationship makes me so sad.
I love his backflip when during victory. It's like,
he's adorable.
Oh, he reminds me of Reepicheep from the Narnia. Oh, have you ever read the Chronicles of Narnia or watched the movies?
I read them a long time ago.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember much.
Reepicheep was the little mouse with the rapier in Prince Caspian, and in the movie he's voiced by Eddie Izzard.
See, I love Eddie. See, I think I only ever read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think I read the full series.
That's actually my 3rd favorite.
Okay.
Like, it's the most popular. It was the first movie they did.
Yeah.
I just ran into lava and got a game over.
Woo!
Don't draw attention to that.
We're just gonna use smoke and mirrors, everyone. Don't look over here.
My
Look
favorite book is The Silver Chair. My second favorite is Prince Caspian, which is very different from the movie, let me tell you. Yeah, they took liberties. And my 3rd favorite is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
It's always been on like my to be read list, just because it is a classic. Like, you know, it is
like,
classic literature.
Greatly influenced by Tolkien.
Yeah, I mean, they were good friends.
Yeah.
So I've been doing some research on their relationship. But like, I don't know. There was something about it growing up that just, I didn't like it. And I think it was, I did a lot of like personal growth over the years with like my personal relationship with religion.
Right. And
and at the time I was very angry.
Even Tolkien
and I could see
was
kind of
upset with like how on the nose.
How obvious it was.
Yeah.
So I think like as a younger person.
And like Tolkien was a Catholic, so it was just like, It's like, hey, don't you feel like you're going a little farther, Lewis?
Yeah, where as a younger person, I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't want to read this. Like, and then as I grew up and got older and like expanded my worldviews and started to understand and respect things a little bit more, it's just kind of like, yeah, you know, maybe I would like to revisit it.
They're mostly easy reads.
Yeah,
I'd say
they're
one
small
of them.
books.
Yeah, I'd say one of them is like a little more complex than the rest.
Okay.
But they're all like fairly
So you
easy.
put them all together and they're about the same size as a Game of Thrones book.
Right, but they're not as like complex as like reading The Lord of the Rings. Like it can drain you if you're not prepared for it.
Oh yeah.
It ain't no Harry Potter.
Especially like I tried to read the Silmarillion once.
Ooh.
Forget about it.
Ooh. See, my favorite book is The Hobbit, like just because like it's a lovely little adventure and stuff, and like it is an easy read, and like I relate to the main character so much that like I love the book The Hobbit. The movies I enjoy.
I've never seen the Hobbit movies.
I don't. I mean, they'll have their time, I suppose.
I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch is Smaug.
Smaug,
yeah.
Smaug, the terrible.
I named my cucumbers after him.
Yeah, your cucumber batch.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Apparently he's in thoughts, because we just saw The Mandalorian. He might be playing Admiral Thrawn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love
And again,
him.
this is just a rumor.
Yeah. I love Benedict though. Like he's such a cool person.
Yeah.
Like I love watching interviews and everything with him.
Oh my god. I love when they're asking Tom Holland and he's about to say, and Benedict goes, I'll answer that.
He just like covers his mouth like, please just stop.
I got you, kid.
Yeah. Like he's just, it's so funny because I had only ever seen him perform next to other like large people. So I never really knew how tall he was until I saw him in Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, oh my god, he's huge. Like,
I hate that movie, but yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Gone!
I don't want to get into it.
But yeah, I didn't know how tall he was until I saw him in that movie next to some shorter actors. Like, I knew that, like, I knew how tall those actors were, and you see Benedict next to him, and you're just like, oh, shit.
It's like when you're around our friends and you're just like, I'm small?
Yeah, that's like, okay, everyone. So I've grown up my entire life being tall. Okay, I am the tallest of all my friends. I'm the second tallest in my family, next to my brother, who's a guy and over 6 feet tall. So, like...
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah, and then I go meet his friends, and they're all massive, and they're just like, why are you so small? And I'm just like, shut up! I am not small.
All right, in the next part, we have another round of these bastards. See you guys then.
Toodles. Small.